What's up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we're going to be going over the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, September 23rd. If you're brand new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Every Tuesday night, we get together and we look over our watch list to find the hot penny stocks to watch for tomorrow morning. For today, we got a good 4 stocks that we're going to go ahead and dive into. But before we dive in, I want to give a quick shout out, as always, to the Sniper team. If you're interested in this kind of trading, you can check us out at www.thestocksnipers.com. I want to give a shout out to our guy Ace Boogie. He's actually been in the chat for a little bit, and it looks like he's getting these OTCs down pretty good. As you can see, I have highlighted here at 3:45, my man made 23% in an hour, and he said ain't nothing like it. He's exactly right. That's why we really love this game and we're so passionate about it, because when you can control those kind of wins and you can find a way to keep those consistent, imagine having that power, being able to spit out 23% like that. What's interesting is Ace Boogie ended up profiting on one of the stocks we're going to talk about in the watch list tonight, because there was a hot penny stock today. It was the reason why he was able to make a good move. So good job there. And then a couple other people had some great bags in the chat. So good job today in the chat. We got another big one tomorrow, and then Webinar Wednesday tomorrow night. So that should be exciting. So on the left side is the watch list, and on the right side is TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim. We actually made every single one of our trades on TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim's mobile platform until we crossed about $90,000 in profit. Let's talk about the trade that we're in overnight, the one that we actually purchased right on our phone. That's IPNFF. And this is the chart that you're seeing on the right hand side. This is the long term. As you can see, the last time when it ran for 3 days, and that third day it had an amazing push. Now, since then it hasn't done much, but yesterday it got good volume and it closed at a pretty nice first green day. After that first green day, this morning, IPNFF comes out with news, and they said that they're going to present at Wall Street's Super Stock Conference on Thursday this week. That news created some hype. IPNFF ended up getting a gap up, and then it held that gap up throughout the day, created support at higher spots, and then towards the end of the day, in power hour, when we really like to zone in, we ended up buying this as it started to creep back up towards its high, and it created some pretty good support at 18. So as it was creeping up here, and as it was creating all this support in that last hour before power hour at 18, we started to get really interested. So we purchased it right here. And then after we purchased it, this thing grinded up. It made a new high today, which you love to see, especially on these kind of plays. But what's nice for us is now we have a new cut spot around that 20 cents. But if this does gap up, this one could actually get us a pretty nice bag, as we're actually up almost 10% already, as this thing closed at 21. And the last time it closed strong like this, it had a serious gap up. The next stock on the list, it's a cannabis OTC play. It's CRLBF. And we played this play because it was creating a first green day, and it was holding a good support throughout the day. So we decided we'll go ahead and risk it. Now, the reason why we decided to risk this first green day, so the reason why we really like CRLBF is because, one, they came out with news this morning, and they said that they'll be opening up a dispensary in Illinois. They just announced that. And then it got a second news article at 1:30. So it looks like this company is trying to perk its stock back up and get it back going. As you can see, last time it did it, had those multiple green days. We also saw that ACB and Tilray, the cannabis sector leaders, were finally having a first green day after both those stocks have been just steadily declining. So it's nice to see those big plays make those moves. And we believe this one is playing in sympathy just a little bit. Again, we also like that it created support around 595 throughout the whole day. So at the end of the day, with 5 minutes left, we ended up buying it at 602, and we're risking out of that 595 spot. We're going for a quick single here. So since we do not have a cushion, if this doesn't gap up, we're looking to get out and just take what we got. If this does gap up, that 611 spot was the resistance today. So ideally, it could gap up above that and get some buyers above that, so we could just sell it into a quick single tomorrow morning, be able to feed off of this in the IPNFF play in the OTC land. The next 2 stocks on the list, we grouped them together because we're looking for similar plays in both these tomorrow, and that is a panic dip buy Okay, we want to see sellers step in the morning on both of these because both of these had amazing days. They were huge OTC runners today, and they both held really nice gains into close. Now, since they held those gains into the close and since they had buyers throughout the day, we think if they do get sellers in the morning and the stock does panic from those profit takers, we think that this could get a quick bounce off some key supports. So we went ahead and we found the supports on the 1 day, 1 minute for both of these, and we got them here for you. And if the sellers step in, we like the support down here in the 2.8 area. All right, that'll be ideal. For DSGT, check this stock out. This was an amazing OTC grinder. Congrats to all the longs. This was the one that Ace Boogie tackled, and he was able to already secure half going into the close. He's actually still holding half his position, so he can make even more than 23% on half his position. But check this out. This is just making higher lows throughout the day. So very strong, healthy chart. On the 1 year, it's that first green day that we love. So if this one gets a dip, we do think their follow-up could come. Both of these do have news articles as well. If this one gets a dip, we like to support down here that it was making towards the end of the day at 8.8 and 9.4. So those two are key spots that we'll be watching. And when these happen, the profits could be big and they can happen quick. Just like ALYI from yesterday's watch list, I put it here. We almost nailed it this morning, and you can go check that out from yesterday's watch list. Alright, last but not least, guys, we always like to have one wildcard pick of the night. And our wildcard pick tonight is an OTC mushroom stock, a psychedelic stock, which is pretty crazy. It's like the first of its kind. This one an SHRMF. But the reason why this one is on our watch list because this is now on its third green day, and it is spiking from all the way down here in the 30s. So if this ends up spiking again tomorrow, we're actually going to be looking at this for a potential short. Hey, this does have a couple key resistances that it's coming up to. Not even up 100% yet. So we want to see it push a little bit more so that way the backside could be really nice. So if this does spike tomorrow, close strong again. So if this does spike tomorrow, we want to see how it acts around the key resistance of 60 and then the other key year resistance up here at 74. Those are the two key spots we'll be watching if this does continue. Again, got to keep in mind this is coming from 30 cents. So we believe the weakness will step in soon. That's why we got this on our wildcard play tonight. We'll be eyeing this one throughout the week to watch when it finally comes. And hey, if you're in the chat, you know we actually took advantage because this play actually lined up with our first green day, and we were able to make a little bit over 600 on Monday morning on this play. Now that it held, it also is starting to line up with another one of our patterns. So that's what's awesome about these stocks. They're hot and they're very volatile. If they end up continuing, they end up bringing even more opportunity. Thank you guys for tuning in on this Tuesday night with us. It is Taco Tuesday, so I hope you guys go out and enjoy that or enjoy a nice healthy dinner, whatever you want to do. We do got webinar Wednesday tomorrow. We're going to be wrapping up another week. If you have not watched Mike's 2-minute drills, check that out. Sneak peek, it's actually 40 straight green weeks on the mutual account, the one that we share with our Stock Sniper group. So it's an exciting time, guys. We got to give a huge shout out to the team. It's very grateful for you guys. You guys keep us excited to show up every day and keep us wanting to grind. We got a group now, and we got a couple people that are really trying to make it in this game, and they're putting in the work just like us. So it's exciting to see that. We can't wait to get more of you guys on board because we really think there's so much opportunity in this market a lot of people don't know about. But anyway, guys, we will be here every Tuesday night, so feel free to check back in. If you like what we got going on, make sure you subscribe below and hit the like button. For all my snipers that will be with us on Webinar Wednesday, we will see you guys tomorrow night. Everyone else, see you in the chat tomorrow morning. Peace, snipers.